In this video, I am going to be talking about ways in which you give your power away and how to stop doing those things. In this world, on this earth, a lot of people give their power away by doing these things that I'm going to be discussing and dissecting during the course of this video. Let's begin with number one. I'm going to go straight into it. The first, and this isn't in any category or any order, I'm just going through what the message is going to be for today. So whatever comes to my mind as I'm going through my stream of consciousness, I'm going to just go with it. The first thing is this. The first way you give your power away is by thinking someone is going to come and save you. Now, whatever your religious beliefs are, your spiritual beliefs, or whatever beliefs you have, scientific beliefs, any beliefs that you have in which you think someone is going to save you, that is you literally relinquishing your ability to have accountability and take charge of your life. And what happens when you do that? You don't take steps that you can take when you sit down and observe, reflect, and say, what can I do to change my life for the better? What do I have within the realm of my control? Not what is beyond my control, what is within the realm of my control that I can do and take charge of. But when you wait for someone to save you or think someone's come to save you, you have the lack of ability to take charge of your life. So how do you stop doing that? Realize that no one's come to save you. Literally. It's you who's going to change your life. The person who's going to make things happen for you is you. So be proactive. Do your own research, observe, reflect. Self-awareness is important. What can you do to change your life for the better? Have the realization that your habits, your routines, your thought patterns, your emotions, the world within you, the world within your environment, it's all yours to cultivate, to nurture and nourish and take care of. You have to take charge of your life. That is your control. That is within the realm of your control, your own habits. Take accountability. The word accountability, a lot of people want to run away from accountability. But if you want to be in charge of your life, you've got to be accountable. But also accountability is powerful because it means that you aren't giving your power away and waiting for someone to come and save you. You save yourself. And also, you don't need saving, you need alignment. It's not about being saved, it's about being aligned in your truth, aligned in the path meant for you, aligned for what is for your highest, greatest well-being. You need alignment. When you're aligned, you will make better choices, you will make better decisions, and you will elevate. So realize this, no one is coming to save you. And don't think someone's going to save you. You got to save yourself by being in your alignment and taking the steps necessary and taking accountability for yourself and for your life. Number two, in way in which people give the power away, way in which you give your power away is by dwelling and focusing on the past for the reason why your presence is the way it is without, keyword without, focusing on ways in which you can improve your presence and improve your future. Yes, the past is part of our history, it's part of life, it's part of your history. Look at the past, but to learn from it. Look at the past, observe and reflect. Acknowledge your past, you gotta do that. That's if you don't acknowledge your past, that's you not acknowledging the truth of things. And that's all connected to the truth of things. So acknowledge the past, look at the past, yes. But don't let that affect what you can do in the present and what you can do for the future. Your present way of being and living is creating your future. So when you dwell and live in the past and say the past is why I'm the way I am or why the way things are, yes, that is true, but now the present is now. The past has happened, you cannot change that, you can change the present and you can create the future. So you don't want to let the past be a reason why you let your present fall to waste or let your future go to waste. No, yes, acknowledge your past, but don't stay there without finding ways in which you can do better and create better in the present and the future. So the point is this, do not just dwell and focus on your past without learning lessons and then applying any life experience that you can, but also applying things that you can apply in the present to create a better present and create a better future. Number three, the way in which you give your power away is by not having a higher perspective. Look at nature, observe life. What do we see? We have seasons, we have cycles. It's hot, it's sunny, it's rainy, it's summer, it's winter, it's autumn, it's in between. Things aren't the same. Nature has changes. When I say change is a constant in life in the universe, that's for a reason. Change, even the cells in our body are changing constantly. Things are changing. Nothing is stagnant. Energy flows, energy isn't stagnant. You might think it's stagnant because you're looking at things from physicality, our physical eyes, but energy is moving and moving all the time. Things are shifting. The wheel can all shift in your favor and vice versa, out of your favor. But it's all, if you look at things as ways in which you can learn and grow, it's really all happening for your highest, greatest good. But ways in which you give your power away is by thinking the present or the way things are or the past, even the way things have been, or the way things are, is the way things will always be. When you look at life itself, things are changing. Therefore, things at any moment can change for the better. Therefore, things are not fixed. It's not a fixed state. Things can shift and change. When you have a higher perspective, you realize that things can shift at any point in time for the better. Yes, for the worse as well. Let's look at the truth, but also for the better. If things can be one way that isn't good, there's an opposite of that exists. Polarity. Right? I transcend dichotomy, I transcend duality, but life has two sides to different things, like sun, the moon, right? That's the polarity. Rainy, it's rainy, it's hot. That's the polarity. Things are changing. So have a higher perspective. Don't be fixed and just give into apathy, or just be hopeless and say, no, this is how things will always be. No, have a higher perspective. Things can always shift. At any point in time, things can shift for the better. So don't give your power away by having a higher perspective and realize that life is made of changes. At any point in time, things can change. So don't give into a lack of, again, apathy or just hopelessness or lack of hope in yourself in your life. Realize that things can change, but also you make changes. What you gotta do is focus again on what is within the realm of your control, what you can do, what you can take charge of. Focus on doing the best that you can every single day and let things fall as they may, because at any point in time, the world can shift and things can change. Those are the 3 key points I've come up with. I'm going to think of more, so let me pause the video and reflect on more of what I can say. Now, the 4th way in which you give your power away, in which people give their power away, is by people pleasing. People pleasing. When people please, you're saying, my needs don't matter. My needs are important. Therefore, I'm going to put your needs first above my own needs. Yes, there is healthy selfish, right? When I say people pleasing, it means you are diminishing your own needs, your own wants, your own desires. You're neglecting yourself and putting others first. That is you giving your power away. If your needs aren't met, what kind of life are you going to live? That's going to affect everything else in your life. You're going to take care of yourself first. So don't give your power away by being selfish in a healthy way and putting your own needs first. Taking care of you first. Realizing that your needs matter. Your needs are important. Don't sacrifice your comfortability to make others comfortable. And then you are suffering in silence. Don't let that happen. Don't suffer in silence. Always know how to put yourself first and put your own needs first and take care of yourself first. Because you matter. As much as you think others matter, you matter. You're very important. Take care of your needs first. Don't people please. Do not people please. That will save you a whole lot of stress and unnecessary parts, unnecessary things that aren't for your highest, greatest well. And when you stop people pleasing, realizing that you are important, your needs are important, your needs are valid. So take care of your own needs and your own want first. Now, the 5th way in which people give your power away, in which you give your power away, is by taking, again, allowing the decisions and choices you make that are meant to be for your life, keyword your life. You're making those choices and those decisions based on the input of others that aren't going to live your life and walk your path and have the results that you want to have. Yes, you can be inspired, you can contact others, but at the end of the day, you got to make sure that the choices you make the choices that are going to be for your highest, greatest well-being in your life. Because it's your life to live. So don't externalize your ability to make your own choices to others. Don't ask for others' opinions waiting for them to tell you what to do. Make your own decisions. Don't give your power because it's going to be your life to live. The consequences or lack thereof, whatever it is, good or bad in between, it's going to be yours to live with. It's your shoes to walk, your path to walk. So make sure that whatever you're doing and choices you make, you're consulting yourself from the inside out first before externalizing any decision to anyone else. Because you got to make your own choices for your own life. It's your life to live. There's a quote by Jimi Hendrix in the song called If 6 Was 9 by Jimi Hendrix. It says, I'm the one's gonna die when it's my time to die. So let me live how I wanna live. I don't even like to use no one, let me live. Literally just do your thing. Who gives a fuck? Do your own thing. But the thing is, don't externalize your own choices that's gonna impact your own life. And you will face the results and the consequences of whatever choice you make. Don't externalize that on people because it's gonna be your life to live. Let me reflect more on more ways in which people give your power away, and I'm gonna come back to the video. Now, the 6th way in which you give your power away, in which people give your power away, is by entering into relationships and situations that don't serve them. Any kind of relationship, family, friends, whatever it is, and that you're involved in, it has to be for your highest, greatest well-being. That's where the value is. Otherwise, what's the value? You gotta choose connections that are for your highest, greatest well-being. Yes, you don't get to choose your family, but you can choose to have a relationship with them or not. Any kind of relationship, romantic, etc., platonic, any kind of friendships, any kind of work colleagues, any kind of relationship that you're into and involved in, you gotta take responsibility and accountability for where you place yourself. When you enter into relationships that you know enough for your highest greatest well-being, you're giving your power away. You're placing your health, wellness, well-being at the hands of other people, places, and things that you know aren't going to serve your highest greatest well-being. Do not give your power away in that regards. Reflect self-awareness. What kind of relationships for my highest greatest well-being? What do I deserve? What do I deserve in my life? What is for the betterment of me and my life? What is important to me? What are my values? What do I want to experience? Take responsibility. Reflection is important. Self-awareness is key for the relationships you place yourself in and what you get involved in. Take accountability for your own involvement in any relationships you involve yourself in, and only choose what is for your highest, greatest well-being. The seventh way in which you give your power away, in which people give their power away, is by refusing to do what needs to be done. Discipline. You gotta cultivate self-discipline. You gotta be able to do what needs to be done. Whatever it is, physical health, mental health, spiritual health, emotional health, your overall financial health. When I say spiritual, I mean your energy, your soul, energy within you, your energy for your matter, your metaphysical for the physical. That's a fact of life. Things have energy before they matter, but your overall life. You gotta have a discipline to do what needs to be done every single time. Keep the promises you make to yourself. And if you fall off, again, have grace. Learn through love, dignity, and respect, not through talking down to yourself. But the thing is, you gotta take the discipline, you gotta take accountability, and you gotta do what needs to be done. Because when you don't know what needs to be done, what happens? Nothing gets done. You're giving your power away. You aren't taking steps and actions, making choices and decisions that you need to make for the better of your life. So know how to cultivate discipline to do what needs to be done. And how to cultivate discipline, you gotta know what you deserve. What do you deserve? When you know what you deserve, you will do what needs to be done. When you know that you deserve this life, this well-being, living, experiencing, you will do what needs to be done because you know what you deserve. Self-love is foundation. It's important. You gotta have self-love so that you can do what needs to be done for the betterment of your life. When you know what needs to be done, you will do it, and you will not give your power away by not doing what needs to be done, and therefore nothing is improved, nothing is moving in your life because you aren't doing what needs to be done. So do what needs to be done. Have the discipline, self-discipline, self-awareness, self-love to know how to do what needs to be done every single time in your life. Now, the eighth way in which people give the power, in which you give your power away, is by refusing to learn. Life is made to learn. We're meant to learn and grow. You gotta learn from past, learn from present. Like I said, learn from within first and foremost. Not what others are saying. I don't care who the expert is. What are you being called to do from within? But also learn things. They can learn. What if you want to read books? You wanna do some research. You wanna go in. You wanna do some internal reflection. Whatever it is, you gotta be willing to learn. And when we should give it power away is by refusing to learn things that you can learn to help you grow. Take responsibility for your own learning. You can learn things in school, but that isn't life lessons. Barely do you use anything you learn from school in real life. And a lot of the curriculum, let's say, depending on what ethnicity you are, is biased and it's not even facts. So the real, personally, the real lesson I learned did not come from university or school. I learned that myself. I did my own research and reading and learning things. So take responsibility for your own learning. Learn new information. Learn new things that are based on truth and not illusion, not false things. Take responsibility for your own learning. Because when you learn things, when you know better, you can do better. Like my Angela said, we know better, you do better. But the more you learn, the more you have the ability to make a change for the better. The more information you have, the more you can learn and grow and create better changes, better improvements in your life. Because the more knowledge you have, again, knowledge doesn't equate to action. Knowledge doesn't equate to doing what needs to be done. Again, when you have knowledge, now the next step after knowledge is action, implementation of what you know. You know better, you do better. Doing action, implementation, that's important. Don't just learn things and then don't apply. That's a waste. When you learn things, you know better, you gotta apply it to your life. So don't give your power away by refusing to learn. Learn, educate yourself. Self-education is important. Learn, and this will help you grow when you apply what it is you know. But just it'll expand your awareness, expand your consciousness. When you have more knowledge, it expands your perspective on life. You have the ability to think in new ways and see things in new ways. When you learn new things, you're literally helping yourself grow. You aren't inhibiting your own growth by not learning. When you learn and you can apply what it is you've learned, and even if you cannot apply everything, at least you know, you have knowledge, then it affects your choices, actions. It can even affect your state of being. mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or even financially, can affect your life when you choose to learn and take accountability for your own life growth. And these are all the keywords I've thought about. Also, let's say number 9 actually. Number 9 ways, one of the ways in which you can give your power away. Number 9, I would say, is when it comes to your choices and decisions, making hard decisions. This isn't the same as the one we've done. This is different. This is transcending feelings, transcending emotional attachment to things, making the decision that needs to be made. Don't let your feelings affect your mind, and stop you from making a choice, decisions that you need to make for your highest greatest well-being. Don't give your power away by allowing your feelings to dictate and control your life. Yes, listen to how you feel about things. Listen to your body. Our body speaks. That's important. Our body tells us things even before our mind can tell us. We know how we feel about things. We know what's for our highest greatest well-being based on our body and how we feel about things, our physiology. So listen to your body, yes. But your feelings are fickle, like I said, like the weather. Feelings are fickle. Feelings come and go. Your emotions, however, that's your compass to learn about yourself. How do you feel about things? But feelings are going to change and come and go. But emotions, that's foundation. Emotion is like the body, and feelings like the clouds passing over the body. Don't let feelings stop you from making the hard decisions that you need to make. Transcend your feelings. Don't give in to your feelings and make the wrong decision because you feel a certain way. Know how to think about beyond what's in front of you. Look at the present, look at the future. What's going to be for your highest greatest well-being? Make the hard choices because it'll benefit you in the long run. Even in the present, transcend emotion. No, I wouldn't even say emotionality. Transcend getting caught up in your feelings and staying in places where you know you should be, or doing things you know you shouldn't do because you aren't making the hard decisions. You're giving power away. You're refusing to make hard decisions. Only you can do what needs to be done in your life. So make the hard decisions by transcending your feelings and doing what needs to be done in regards to the decisions and choices you make, because no one is going to live your life and have the results that you're going to have in your life. That's up to you. That's entirely up to you. And those are the key 9 ways I've thought about in which you can give power away and how to stop giving power away. I hope this helps you in some way, shape, or form. Have a great day.